Welcome, curious minds, to the deep dive. Today, we're embarking on, well, an extraordinary exploration.
Mhm.
We've been given this unique opportunity to delve into a listener's personal sources. It's a collection of family stories, profound challenges, and spiritual insights.
Yeah, it's quite a tapestry.
It really is, woven with family history, perplexing mysteries, and deeply personal struggles, all viewed through this astonishing lens of karmic understanding.
Right.
Our mission, as always, is to extract the most important nuggets for you.
Precisely. And the compelling aspect of this material is how these seemingly, disparate events in one family and their close circle, they're all interconnected
Interconnect.
by threads of past actions and their current consequences. So we're going to unpack these stories to understand not just what happened, but why it matters, at least as explained within these remarkable sources.
Okay. So we've received this compelling set of observations and questions from one of our listeners about their family, a close friend, and it comes alongside spiritual insights provided by a revered figure. It's really a journey into the intricate workings of karma, past lives, and their, well, astonishing ripple effects on present-day lives, health, relationships.
All of it.
Yeah. Today, we'll try to illuminate how actions, both, let's say, constructive and destructive, can lead to vastly different outcomes, even for people in the same family.
That's a key point.
And how some mysteries we might, attribute to the supernatural actually have roots in these ancient karmic ties, according to the sources.
Fascinating stuff.
Okay, let's begin with our listener, the person who generously shared these insights. She's a Bangkok native,
Right?
the 12th of 13 children, a devoted homemaker, and has practiced merit-making diligently for nearly, 2 decades?
Nearly 20 years, yeah. Observing the 8 precepts on Buddhist holy days. Very dedicated.
And her own immediate family life with her husband and 2 daughters is described as close-knit, harmonious.
Seems so. But her parents' lives, that's where we see this striking contrast in destinies.
Definitely. Let's start there.
Okay. Consider our listener's father. He was a Chinese immigrant who, sadly, died young.
Yeah, due to heavy opium use, the sources mentioned?
Heavy use, yes. And the sources reveal a stark consequence for this action. He was reborn into the 5th great hell,
Wow.
known in these texts as Mahanarak Kum 5. It's described as a realm of immense suffering.
So what's happening to him there?
He's currently being tormented by hell wardens, according to this account, and he's unable to receive any merit at this
Not
time.
compared at all.
Not while he's there. However, the sources do indicate that merit awaits him. It's stored for him in the ghost realm, or Yomaluk.
Ah, okay.
But only once his suffering in hell is complete. It really underscores the principle of direct and sometimes severe consequences for certain actions.
That's powerful and tragic. Now let's contrast that with the petitioner's mother,
Right, quite a different story.
a kind, charitable Thai woman. She raised all 13 children alone
13, imagine that. Through trading.
and performed significant acts of merit. For instance, donating a large Thai-style house to a temple, so large, apparently, it took 4 people to embrace its circumference.
That's the description, yeah. Huge. And she sponsored numerous ordinations, too. She was, like you said, a pillar of good deeds.
And here's where it gets really interesting, as the source points out. Despite all this merit-making, she did have one habit.
She smoked.
Right. And the sources indicate she passed away at 76 from lung cancer.
Correct.
Yet, her karmic outcome was vastly different from her husband's.
Vastly different. She was reborn as a goddess.
A goddess.
Yes, with a golden celestial palace in Tavatimsa heaven, specifically Phase 2. It's described as a vibrant celestial realm for beings who've accumulated great merit.
So she's there now.
According to the source, yes. And she joyfully receives the merit dedicated to her, which enhances her divine wealth.
Wow. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? How can 2 people from the same family have such divergent destinies?
It does, and the answer, as the sources clearly explain, lies entirely in individual karma.
Individual karma.
Even in the closest families, our individual choices, our actions, they're the ultimate architects of our destiny, regardless of shared circumstances.
It's a powerful call for personal accountability, then.
Which the sources reiterate time and again. Yes.
It certainly emphasizes that personal responsibility. Okay, so speaking of individual karma, let's now delve into something truly heartbreaking. A manifestation of these unseen forces. The story of our listener's youngest daughter. Her life, even from childhood, was marked by these unusual events.
Right, starting very young.
At age 2, she had her first near tragedy. hit by a pickup truck, swept underneath,
Scary.
but emerged with only minor scrapes.
Miraculous, really.
Seemingly so. And then there was that incident with the distant relative.
Oh, yeah. The relative saw the child and immediately declared, "This house has strong guardian spirits. Ba now jati wrong."
That's the phrase, yes. And later attributed the daughter's survival to Queen Shama Devi, linking it to a family trip to Lamphun. Okay, but what's fascinating here, you said, is how the spiritual figure in the source material addresses this.
Exactly. They directly debunk this popular belief. The source clarifies that Queen Shamadevi, after her earthly life, ascended to Tavatimsa heaven, phase 2.
So she's in heaven.
Yes, and remains there, focused entirely on her own celestial existence. Completely detached from human affairs, she didn't come down to cover the child.
So the relative's claim was...
A presumption, the source calls it, based on common folklore, common beliefs, but not the reality in this specific case.
So what was the reason she survived, according to the source?
The actual karmic explanation given is quite specific. In a past childhood, she used to playfully but roughly chase and hit dogs.
Hit dogs.
Yes, causing them pain but apparently not killing them. This past action manifested as the car accident.
Wow.
But without fatal consequences because she hadn't actually taken a life in that past instance. It's presented as a very precise cause and effect relationship.
That's an incredible link. Yeah. Between past actions and present outcomes. Okay, so beyond the accident, she also suffered from recurring physical ailments.
Yes, like rashes and boils on her legs.
Yeah.
Required painful surgeries as a child.
What do the sources say about that?
Well, they attribute this to karma from a different past life. One where she lived in an agricultural society.
Okay.
And in that life, she frequently lashed out, physically punished her children and subordinates, used anger, harsh words, caused both physical and emotional pain, often without real reason.
So that negative karma carried over.
It did, and normally it would bring her to a family that was also angry and emotional, but her good karma from another past life, one where she cared for her parents, mitigated this.
Oh, interesting.
So it placed her in a kind family instead and limited the negative karma's effect to just these physical ailments.
So karmic threads can intertwine and modify each other.
Exactly. It's a powerful illustration of that. Gives us so much to reflect upon, doesn't it?
It really does. Okay, so as she grew older, the daughter faced new and deeply troubling challenges.
Yes.
There was a persistent, irresponsible male university senior who pursued her.
Right.
She politely told him to graduate first, apparently, but he kept trying to dig up the past, as the phrase used, to reignite feelings.
Even though she was annoyed, didn't like being told what to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then things took a terrible turn around New Year's Day 2004. She'd returned cheerfully from the movies the night before, but then expressed this fear of travel, of death.
A sudden shift.
Yeah. She refused to go make merit at the temple the next morning, retreated to her room, and despite concerned calls from that suitor...
She was tragically discovered hanging.
It's horrific. And the sources suggest this picture is far more complex than just, say, mental health alone. What does the source tell us is truly at play here?
That's a crucial question, and the source offers a profound and quite chilling explanation.
Okay.
It reveals a past life where she worshipped spirits, not just worshipped, but hired black magic to harm enemies.
Black magic.
Wow. And sacrificed animals and alcohol to these spirits. This combined with a habit from that past life.
What habit?
Of angrily telling children to go hang themselves.
Oh my goodness.
That specific phrase, used in the past, is what the source says caused mild depression and suicidal thoughts to manifest in this life.
A direct link again.
A very direct link. And furthermore, remember, a monk had sensed unclean spirits in the house.
Yes.
The source confirms these were old friends, spirits from her time as an attendant of a wizard, a Vidyahara.
Old friends?
Yes. And they were, according to the source, inviting her to join them in the spirit world.
That is truly chilling, bringing the past right into the present.
It is.
And what about her current state? The sources described her at age 25 as being in a semi-conscious, unresponsive state. Significant brain damage.
Yes. And her unresponsiveness is also presented as karmic, stemming from those same past actions, sacrificing animals, offering alcohol to spirits, hiring black magic. Alcohol, in particular, the sources explain, cuts off the ability to receive merit.
Cuts it off.
And causes mental fogginess, which is directly linked here to her current brain damage.
So, is recovery possible?
The source suggests recovery is unlikely. but it strongly encourages the family to continue making merit for her.
Keep making merit.
And gently telling her to anu madana, which means to rejoice in the merit being made.
Why, if she's unresponsive?
Because, according to this view, the merit will still be stored for her in the ghost realm, Yomalok, for when she eventually passes.
I see. And the family's shared karma in all this
Is simply described as that of a mother and daughter who wish to be together again. Her personal, deeply impactful karma just happened to ripen at this specific tragic time.
What an incredibly intricate tapestry of cause and effect. Just unbelievable.
It really is.
And the mysteries don't stop with the daughter's condition. The house itself seems to have, well, unseen visitors.
Apparently so.
The older daughter has recurring sightings of a man in white clothes, walking around the house, even sitting in the family car.
Both parked and while driving, yes.
Who is this, according to the source?
The sources explain this is one of those close friends, a Boriworn, from her past life as the wizard's attendant.
The same group.
The same group. This spirit is visiting occasionally and is, quite literally, waiting for the youngest daughter to eventually return to that wizard's company. They're old associates, as the source puts it.
Waiting for her. Wow. And it gets even more specific, right? Our listener herself had an experience.
Yes, while washing her hair alone.
A neighbor child walked in and asked who was washing her hair for her, claiming to have seen a woman in white helping.
That would certainly be a hair-raising moment.
Definitely. What's the explanation for that?
This, too, is given a karmic explanation. The sources identify this as another former attendant of the wizard.
Another one. A female one this time.
Yes, a female friend of the youngest daughter from that past life. She appeared because the child had a weak mind. The term used is jit-on. Meaning the child had a more direct connection or sensitivity to spirits. So her appearance was partly a visit for the daughter, but also kind of a playful tease for the child. Not malicious, just a manifestation of these old connections.
It really highlights how these unseen forces can interact, especially with those who might be more sensitive.
Precisely.
Okay, let's expand our gaze now beyond the petitioner's direct family, because these karmic threads also weave through the life of a close friend.
The Kalyana Mitra, the spiritual friend.
Yes, she has her own compelling story. She was forced into an arranged marriage.
Yes, Klumthungshan as it's known, with a stranger.
And despite their differing views, she's spiritual. He's described as materialistic.
Right.
She loves him and considers him a good man. How does karma explain the arranged marriage part?
The sources link this to the friend's own past life, again in an agricultural society. In that life, she arranged marriages for her own children and subordinates.
Ah, so she did it to others.
Yes, though apparently with good intentions. But the act itself created the karma for her to experience an arranged marriage in this life.
But they have affection now, despite the arrangement.
Yes. And that comes from two things, according to the source. One, they were husband and wife in previous lives.
Okay.
And more importantly, because of their mutual support and kindness towards each other in this life.
So present actions matter greatly.
Immensely. It's a beautiful example of how conscious, positive actions in the present can override or at least mitigate past karmic patterns.
That's hopeful.
Yeah.
Okay, let's unpack the friend's husband's situation then. It sounds quite difficult.
It does.
He's devoted to his own relatives, always siding with them, even against his wife and kids.
Very focused on his side of the family.
He's a hard worker, co-founded and managed a successful company with his older brother for over 30 years. Even paid for his brother's children to get master's degrees abroad.
Significant contributions, yes.
Yet, he receives only verbal abuse, apparently, and a meager salary, 20,000 baht a month, while his brother gets all the benefits.
Despite them both having equal positions and rights in the company they co-founded.
Exactly. How can someone be so exploited, especially within their own company?
This is presented as a powerful karmic lesson. The sources offer a compelling explanation on a couple of levels.
Okay.
His excessive love for his brother and relatives, and his comfort, maybe even willingness to sacrifice for their success, that certainly plays a role psychologically.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But more profoundly, karmically, in past lives, when this group made merit together,
Yes.
he contributed less financially than others, but he insisted on having his name listed for equal credit, equal recognition.
Ah, taking credit he didn't fully earn.
Essentially, yes. So, in this life, when wealth arises from their shared past merit, he receives it in proportion to his actual contribution back then, not his listed status.
Wow. The universe keeps accurate books, it seems.
The karmic accounting, as presented here, is incredibly precise about who truly contributed what.
That's quite something. And there's another layer, isn't there? His peculiar habit.
Right. His preference for old, cheap things despite having wealth.
Yeah, why is that?
It's explained as a direct reflection of past actions related to giving. The source attributes this to karma from regretting merit-making after doing it.
Regretting good deeds.
Yes. And also sometimes donating old, used, or inferior items instead of good quality ones.
So, as we sow, so shall we reap.
Truly applies here, according to the source. If you give sparingly or with regret, you might find yourself receiving in kind or developing this inclination towards, let's say, unnecessary frugality, even when abundance is technically there.
Fascinating. Now, the friend's second son. He's 20 and facing a unique struggle.
Yes, a mental one.
Uncontrollable negative thoughts against the triple gem, the Buddha, Dharma, Sangha, and his benefactors.
Even though he knows they're wrong and tries to stop them, causing him great unhappiness.
And psychiatrist visits haven't helped. Again, the sources offer a very different perspective here.
They do. It's fine not just psychologically, but karmically.
What do they tell us as the play?
The sources explain this as mind karma, manokarma, karma generated purely by thoughts.
Just thoughts can create karma?
According to this teaching, yes. And it's believed to be carried over from a past life where he was actually a monk.
He was a monk.
Yes. But in that life, he apparently thought ill of the triple gem, criticized, found fault with everyone and everything, even his benefactors, but crucially only in thought. He didn't necessarily act on it outwardly.
But the mental habit stuck.
Exactly. This persistent habit of finding fault, dwelling on negativity, has followed him into this life as these intrusive thoughts.
So what's the solution offered?
He's advised to sincerely ask for forgiveness from the triple gem, from his benefactors, and crucially, he needs to actively train himself to do the opposite, to catch the good, or hat jap D. Look for the positive qualities in others and situations. Actively practice appreciation, regularly reflecting on the virtues of the triple gem, his parents, and consistent morning prayers as suggested by the Venerable Luang Kor mentioned in the source will gradually erode this negative mind karma.
It really highlights how powerful our thoughts are, not just for our mood, but for our whole karmic trajectory.
Absolutely. A key teaching here.
And his family dynamics are also complicated. The son feels uncomfortable, annoyed when his father is close.
But loves him when he's distant, a real push-pull.
Yeah. What's behind that dynamic?
Two main things, according to the source. One, his father scolded him severely in childhood, which left a deep negative impression.
Okay, understandable.
And two, his mother frequently complained about the father to the son.
Putting him in the middle.
Exactly. So the recommendation is a three-way approach to heal this. Father, mother, and son must all actively engage in catching the good in each other.
All three need to work on it.
Yes. Practice sincere smiles. Express genuine appreciation. Praise positive qualities. And critically, the mother needs to stop complaining about the father to the son.
Break that pattern.
Yes. This sincere expression of love and appreciation, practiced consistently, is expected to gradually heal the rift. It emphasizes, again, that conscious effort in relationships can overcome past conditioning and hurt.
Makes sense. Okay, finally, let's briefly touch on the collective karma.
Right. Of the whole group mentioned the petitioner, her friend, the friend's husband, their three sons.
They apparently all made merit together in the past as provision-carrying soldiers, Kong Sabang.
Yes, supporting others who were perhaps more focused on spiritual practice. But
Sketch.
their effort was inconsistent, sometimes fully committed, sometimes half-hearted.
And what's the result of that inconsistency?
The sources note that because of this, consistent wealth and good fortune will be difficult for them in this life.
Sustained effort brings sustained results.
That seems to be the principle, yes. It's a profound reminder. However, it's not all negative.
Yeah.
The three sons are described as good children with consistent faith in merit-making now.
So they're building good karma currently.
Exactly. And the source encourages them all to continue making merit together and to aspire to meet again in future lives, ideally with other bodhisattvas, those seeking enlightenment for all beings.
It's a testament to the power of shared good intentions then, even if past execution was sometimes uneven.
Well put, yes.
So as we wrap up, what does this all mean for us as we absorb these incredibly personal detailed stories? This deep dive really shows us that life's complexities, from accidents to mental struggles, family dynamics, financial disparities, they often have origins far beyond what we might initially perceive.
Absolutely. It's a powerful testament to these unseen threads weaving through our existence.
It truly raises an important question, doesn't it? If these intricate karmic threads govern so much,
Hmm.
how consciously are we weaving our own future?
That's the core question, I think. The sources consistently emphasize that every action, every thought, every word has a consequence,
Right.
but also that conscious effort cultivating good karma, practicing forgiveness, nurturing positive relationships can profoundly alter our path.
So it's not about being powerless.
Not at all. It's about understanding the immense power we actually do have in shaping our own destiny moment by moment.
Okay, so here's a final thought for you, our listeners, to consider as you go about your week. What hidden karmic threads might be shaping your own life or the lives of those around you?
Hmm.
And more importantly, what intentional positive action can you take today, right now, to weave a better tomorrow for yourself and for others?
We've really only just scratched the surface of understanding the profound ripple effects of our choices based on these insights.
Indeed, lots to think about.